traders, welcome back to Fides Trading channel, and we are back again with another Fides Flows analysis. Today we're doing the daily market brief for Wednesday, the 12th of November 2025. Now, if you're new to this channel, in these Fides Flow videos, I do a deep dive into the price action and fundamentals behind gold, Nas100, and Us30, giving you a clear roadmap for the trading day ahead. Using higher time frame technical analysis, I identify key zones, momentum shifts, and trend structures. Then combine that with real-time macroeconomic drivers like interest rates, inflation data, and market sentiment. So whether you're a swing trader or day trader, this breakdown helps you understand what's really moving these markets and where high probability setups might fall. Some key points to note in the analysis for today: gold currently trading in a range between 4,100 and 4,150 pivot levels. Currently seeing intraday bullish intraday market directionality as the market has pushed off the 4,100 level. Also noting that during the bullish trending markets, we are seeing some 5-minute trade entries that we could potentially capitalize off, and we will dive into that. Looking at Nas100, Nas100 currently showing a bullish tone with the resistance at 25,700 currently being tested. We saw a bullish push from the 25,380 support zone, where we possibly created a higher low that will hold structure and break above the 25,700 level. Us30, strong bullish tone coming out of Us30. However, that being said, it is an extremely choppy market with strong impulse moves, making it difficult to gauge entries for this market. We are seeing that the resistance at 48,000 is currently being tested. Fundamentals for the day: US government shutdown and Chinese tariffs currently in the headlines. Also, global markets up with gold reclaiming that 4,100 spot with further bullish tones coming out of the headlines for gold. And with that, let's hop onto the charts. All right, starting with gold. Gold is currently trading at 4,116 within a bullish trend. Price currently pushing from the support zone at the 4,100 pivot level, with the market currently trading within the Asian range of the day between 4,100 and 4,145. Market currently trading in the broad range between the pivot point of 4,100 and 4,150 pivot levels, based on the market movements we saw from yesterday and this morning, with the bullish trend still very much intact. Currently trading with the main trend and pushing for long entries from the levels of significance, such as the 4,100 mark, with the potential for another entry taking place right now. Moving on to the primary time frames, looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that price action is bullish, with price currently trading above all three moving averages, and currently noting the bullish cross taking place between the 21 and 50 SMA. RSI is in bullish territory, trading above 55 right here. Time frame currently showing a retracement at play from the 4,150 mark, and with the potential to test 4,050 based on where current SMAs are sitting, as well as fair value gaps and potential break and retest levels per the primary time frame. Moving on to the 1-hour time frame. Within the 1-hour time frame, we can see that price is moving within the range and currently showing signs of pushing bullish from the 4,100 pivot level, with a double bottom pattern upon said level. Price is testing the 2150 SMA region, which is currently extended due to the massive bullish push which we actually saw on Monday. We can see that from this push here, the market extended with a broad area between the 21 and 50 SMA. So there is still potential for it to come much more further down. But that being said, this double bottom pattern here, coupled with the RSI divergence that we are witnessing on the 1-hour time frame, indicating there could be potential further downside. Now, from where I'm standing, I still feel the market can push from the 4,100 level all the way up to 4,150 one last time, before we're actually going to see some downside potential. That being said, it potentially will not reach 4,150, and we would have to settle around 4,135, where we've seen that we've hit this level 3 times in the past, and it is more likely to hit this before turning around again at this particular resistance zone that we have marked out. With the support zone here at 4,100, not a very strong support zone, but nonetheless does need to be marked. So there's a bullish tone in gold following the bullish break of the 3,930, 4,030 consolidation zone. Clear bullish confluences coming out of the higher time frame. However, the market is caught in that range of 4,100, 4,150 pivot levels. This gives traders a good opportunity to lock in some long positions in line with the primary trend from 4,100 towards 4,150. And again, like I mentioned, should be cautious of the potential for the market to drop down from 4,150 all the way down to 4,050 in the near term before continuing the uptrend beyond 4,150. So basically what that looks like is the market coming up here, hitting this point, coming down, hitting 4,150, and then of course extending beyond that 4,150 range. So that is very much the analysis on gold today. Something which I have noted when the market is trending on the 5-minute time frame, we are seeing some beautiful retests of the 2150 SMA region before push to the upside. As we can note here, price comes back down, tests this region, shows us double bottom formation. We are within that sweet spot region of 45.55 before the eventual push to the upside. We can see we get into this zone, test this zone, 45.55 region of the RSI, and then we continue to push higher. Now, of course, this is during trending markets, and we should always be cautious that once we have SMA crossovers, that trend has ended. And as we stand right now, we are in that consolidation phase, especially on the 5-minute, where the SMAs are trading on top of each other. And I will be looking to take a long position at this point because the SMAs are currently being tested for a move to the upside, like I mentioned, towards 4,135 to 4,140 before the eventual retracement to the downside. And with that, let's move on to the indices. Nas100 or US Tech currently trading at 25,681 with strong bullish trend continuing from the close of the market last week. The markets continued to move bullish yesterday but failed to break up beyond the 25,700 resistance zone. Price is currently bullish and trading within the Asian range of 25,000. Oh, I lied. It is broken above the Asian range. Let's see what we have here. Oh, no, still within the Asian range. Still within the Asian range of 25,546 and 25,700 on the dot. Nice. Price is currently testing the resistance zone of 25,700. As we can see, we have this test here just before the close of the Asian markets, with the London session currently opening with a bit of downside potential. But we are seeing signs of a bullish push of the 2150 SMA region and a push to the upside, which is a great opportunity to take a trade, noting that resistance is there. And we would need to wait for a break beyond that resistance. So trade this cautiously. If there's a turnaround, it is probably due to that 25,700 position that's currently in the market. That being said, price did find support at the 25,380 level. You can see here it was tested once in the past, came back, tested this level during the New York session yesterday, and towards the latter part of the session, we had a strong bullish move to the upside, which continued into the early hours of this morning. On the 1-hour chart, price is trading with bullish price action structure following the retracement and push from the 25,380 level. Price is trading above the 2150 SMA region after using it as a springboard yesterday during the latter part of the New York session, with the RSI currently trading in bullish territory. The bullish trend is intact and showing signs of breaking above the 25,700 level, with the current bullish momentum, which is playing out. We are waiting for a break or a break of 25,700 or a retracement back down to the Asian lows, where we can see there is some consolidation signs taking place, and then a strong long position push beyond 25,700. That is very much US tech for today. Let's move on to US30. US30 is certainly doing the things. Currently priced at 48,029, with bullish price action currently at play after a strong bullish move from the 47,400 pivot level yesterday during the New York session. The market has been experiencing a strong bearish move for the past few weeks, with the recovery at 46,675. That being said, bulls continue to push bullish during the NY session yesterday, with the market currently testing the resistance zone at 48,000. And as we can see here, we are breaking into new highs as we test this 48,000, but we need to see what type of reaction market has over here, as we can see signs of consolidation here on the 1 hour time frame. But speaking about the 1 hour time frame, price is trading well above all three moving averages, and the RSI is bullish overextended territory, above 70 and nearly at 85. Clear bullish market. However, the impulse moves are extremely volatile, as you can note here, and would need a fair capital allocation to take long entries at the consolidation zones which are being shown, to ensure that stop losses are not targeted. Noting that major resistance zone is currently at play with the 48,000, and we'll be waiting a retracement, potentially a pullback towards 47,400, test of this level before a push to the upside. The VIX continues to show downside potential, currently in risk on territory, trading at 17.17 after closing the week at 19.12. The VIX saw a massive push on Friday above 22, following the drop in the indices market, potentially due to the volatility due to the US government shutdown, the longest in recorded history, and fueling the safe haven demand, which saw a drop in indices accordingly. The VIX has been using the 200 SMA as a springboard, however, seeing it dropping below currently, which could indicate a potential correction in the trading session today. With the current drop we're seeing in the VIX market, we see that indices are taking full advantage of this and pushing to the upside, with US30 creating new highs. Now, this correction could potentially see strong retracements in the indices market, and yes, again, will have knock-on effects accordingly. No news for today, so very much a technical trading day with most of the news events towards the end of the week, as I mentioned, but of course tentative due to the US government shutdown that's currently at play. Let's quickly take a look at some headlines coming out of FX Street. All right, take a look at the headlines. Gold rebounds from sub 4,100 levels, down a little bit, 3-week high amidst firmer USD. Gold rebounds. Gold extends upside near 4,150 as ADP report shows US job losses. Gold holds near 4,110. So yeah, a lot of signs of consolidation within gold, which is to be expected. Let's quickly take a look at indices. All right, take a look at indices. Traders Eye S&P 500 index impressive run over 50 DMA. Nasdaq set to open lower as tech valuation jitters resurface. Nas futures fall on renewed tech concerns. Strong quality and growth. Okay, so news headlines are showing a bit of negative sentiment coming out of indices. As expected, like I said, VIX could potentially bounce, which will see downsides for indices, so such as US Tech and US30. So definitely keep an eye out on that, as we could be seeing some downside potential playing out today. But that is very much the analysis for the day. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is not financial advice, but my personal opinion on the current state of the markets. Before taking any positions in the markets, make sure to do your own research first. Like and subscribe for more content, and let me know what you'd like to see more of in the future. With that, happy hunting traders. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.